Today we're going to discuss why Tyler Boyd is the NFL's most underrated player. But before we get into it, here's a message from our sponsor, D Loyal. If you like what you hear, please be sure to check out his channel in the description.
This is real, most deaf. I feel like a college professor. Woke up today, I'm blessed. 20 a G, no stress. Cognac, got Mitchell and Ness. Now I'm faded from the vapors. I was raised as a Bengal, but I was born as a Raider.
Welcome to New Stripe City, a YouTube channel for die-hard Bengals fans. I'm your host, Ace Boogie, and welcome to the new viewers and the returning die-hard subs to the channel. We do weekly interviews here and provide analysis on the latest Bengals breaking news. So if you're new here, please consider subscribing. And if you want to know how to subscribe, there's a button below this video. And we also provide a link in the video description. So if you're looking for that, it should be there.
So today I want to talk about Tyler Boyd, and the reason that this came up is because I feel like he's a very underrated player, like period. When you look at things that have transpired in the past couple of seasons with him, he's not getting the notoriety I feel like he really deserves. And, you know, I found myself thinking this when the Madden ratings were released, and also when I was on another show. That's one of my other channels, AFC North Talk. So please be sure to check that out. Subscribe to that. We're talking about the receivers, and a lot of people in the division didn't even kind of realize, you know, how good Tyler Boyd has been. When you look at the numbers, it really says a lot. You know, you look at Juju Smith-Schuster last year and the last two seasons comparable to Tyler Boyd, and even when you look at Jarvis Landry, his numbers are slightly better than both of them. If you're going by touchdowns, he simply has more touchdowns than Jarvis Landry in the past 2 years. He's even had two 1,000-yard seasons, which is something that Jarvis Landry can't say. And even when we talk about Juju Smith-Schuster, he's, you know, had over more than 500 more yards in the past two seasons, but it just isn't talked about. So for me, I think that this is a guy that deserves a lot more credit than he's getting. He's not going to be on any NFL top 100 list, even though I feel like he should. I feel like he should probably be right at the end. He's not going to get that notoriety, and I think that what comes along with playing for a team that, you know, hasn't done well. And it's really mind-boggling that that has been taken or used against him. But I mean, I guess it's understandable, right? But when you look at the fact that he has the sixth most yards from the slot according to next gen stats, and he's not even mentioned with any of, you know, the top slot receivers, it's somewhat mind-boggling. So I think that that's a weird situation for Tyler Boyd. And then also when you look over his career, he's always been a productive guy. He's always had clutch situations where, you know, against the Ravens, he's snagging in that touchdown to eliminate them from the playoffs. There's all these classic moments. Even when you look at last season with him against Miami, he's just a guy that balls out. And you would think with the way that fantasy football has played out and people knowing how good he is from a fantasy standpoint, I mean, there's a chance that he may be selected in some drafts before AJ Green. The fact that no one talks about him is just mind-boggling again. So for me, I think that I just had to do this video, especially once I saw stuff like Madden. And I don't try to get into any of the Madden ratings and stuff like that, but to see how much of a difference it was from a guy like Tyler Boyd to the Jarvis Landrys and the Juju Smith-Schusters of the world, when those guys are similar slot receivers but are looked at in a whole different perspective when that gap between them isn't as much. I would probably say Tyler Boyd is the better receiver between him and Juju Smith-Schuster. I mean, Jarvis Landry is an established NFL wide receiver, so I think a lot of people are just considering his entire career. But when you look at recent history, it's been fairly close between Boyd as well as Jarvis Landry. Jarvis may have him with about 75 more yards in the past 2 years, but Boyd's got him with more touchdowns. And I personally just feel like, given the draft that he came out of with all of the bust that came out in that first round, I feel like he should get more notoriety than he's really been getting, especially being a second-round pick. But we'll have to see. Hopefully this will be the year that Tyler Boyd will get the credit that he honestly deserves. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. I love to keep the community comments going here. And as usual, I'll leave you with a who day, all day, every day, and especially on Sunday.
New Stripe City is proud to announce that our channel has partnered with Fanatics, an NFL licensed merchandiser for NFL.com and Bengals.com as well. Through Fanatics, you can buy men's and women's and kids Bengals apparel and jerseys, and also help grow our channel through using the links in our video description. When you do that, it truly helps grow the channel, and we did this because it allows Bengals fans to not only enjoy our content, but also get top tier authentic Bengals merchandise. So if you're looking to get a new Burrow or T. Higgins jersey, or even a fresh hoodie or a hat, click on the link in our description, and when you do that, it helps support the channel. Now, when you order a rookie's jersey, and that by rookie I mean Joe Burrow or T. Higgins, it's a special event item, meaning that the NFL has to confirm rookie jersey numbers first before sending it out for production and shipment. And also with COVID-19, it also has slowed this process down as well. So one thing that you'll notice is that you may receive an initial delivery date of October, but that is due to those restrictions. I've been told by Fanatics' support team that once jersey numbers are confirmed and the supply is received, that the item will immediately ship out, meaning that you can expect to get your item sooner than October. However, if you have any questions about your order or when it's going to be shipped or any details, you can reach out to the Fanatics support team on Twitter at Fanatics Support. You can direct message them with your order number and they will give you an update on it. But your jersey is covered for up to 365 days. And this is something that applies to whether you buy it on NFL.com's NFL shop or the Bengals Pro Shop online. We all are under these restrictions, so bear with us. We appreciate it. And as usual, make sure that you're rocking with us on Who Day, all day, every day, and especially on Sunday.